ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the 2v2 Serpents Open 2023 tournament. We are in the round of 8. It is best out of 3 again, and we have two exciting teams. We are picking up speed, and we are chugging right along. This is one of the most exciting matches of the tournament, I think. Let's go ahead and introduce our team, starting with our team to the left. It is Hexnuts, comprised of our Czech player playing as Aeon. It is Alpha Hex and his partner Akone. Coming from Finland, he's also Aeon, and they're opening up land and air here on Obsidian, a nice snowy map. I think I'm going to keep the map on the top right for now. It is a little bit of an issue. Maxine will fix it for you guys to use in otherwise, but for now I'll just keep it like that. And their opponents, the random players, because they registered late, they had to play random. But they are pulling Aeon for Osmos and Cybern for Hope. So a very nice matchup, I think, in my opinion. They are the Gamble Gods, a very fitting name. We have a scout from Akone coming right up top. And Hope is starting with triple research. This is going to be very useful for Alpha Hex to know. And I think he's going to pull back here. Interesting, very... Nope, he's going to go forward again here. And probably going to try to push this team out before Nano can come out. That is what I'm guessing the end game for Hope here is. Very, very nice start. And a land, well, it's not really a transition. He started with land for Osmos. We have Harvogs coming out. Of course, we're going to get up to anti-air here. A very nice healing of the engineer here as well for after Akone has bombed quite a bit of health out. We do have anti-air coming out. Of course, that's really just going to tickle away at these Weeda buffs. And we do have mobile missile launchers pushing out. Thank you so much, you guys. There's 20 of you here. There's 26 earlier. Go ahead and share this with your friends because this is a very exciting match. Hopefully to see more players or people starting to watch this tournament because it's only going to get better from here. Very, very interesting game so far. Anti-air coming out for Hope in the top right to prevent Akone from bombing those masses away. There's already a first mass extractor that has gone down right here, and Osmos is going to send a engineer to build that up again. Akone, nice micros. Not going to save, no, barely going to save that plane. Very nice attention there. Radar coming out for Hope. Of course, it was bombed a little earlier. Anti-air tower coming out as well. I don't know why anti-air here necessarily. We do have Harvogs, I think, point defense. Well, actually, in both cases, we have Shajas, by the way. I'm sorry, I missed that part. Shajas coming out for Alpha Hex. Of course, that is his crown jewel. And I think that is actually the perfect counter to this nanogun. Let's see how Hope responds. We're going to have Shajas coming into range, mobile missile launcher starting to fire. What is their target fire here? Hope is going to protect the radar. I'm not sure that's needed. He basically knows everything that's coming his way here. Harvogs are going to push the beautiful pre-split from Alpha Hex already. His ACU is going to come here. Bombing run from Akone. Nicely timed. Split from Osmos. Only takes out one Harvog here. We have the Harvogs engaging with the ACU here. That ACU is very low. Akone is going to come to the rescue. Both the ACUs pushing here. Shajas available. Alpha Hex is in the red. Akone is going to get in front of him. Akone is trying to push Hope, but I think Hope knows this trick. And Alpha Hex, I think, is going to go down here. Bombing run on Hope. And I think Akone is in a pickle here. His air is also going to go down to that explosion here. Hope is in the red, but I think the explosion will take out Akone, and I think the Gamble Gods here are going to take the 1-0 lead. Of course, Hope does go down in the explosion, but that is good enough because his partner Osmos manages to live here. Wow, what a game, guys. I did not lie, I think, when I said the tournament is picking up speed. Very, very good game one. Of course, this is still a best out of 3, so Alpha Hex and Akone are going to get a chance to bring it back in game 2. We'll be right back in just one moment. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is game 2 between Hexnuts and the Gamble Gods. The Gamble Gods have a 1-0 lead after a fairly short game 1 on Obsidian, but very, very eventful, very Already you can see the skill of these two teams shining here. We're moving quite along. Round 2 of the 2v2 OSS tournament for 2023. And now we are in Kai Labs. We have a map available in the top right. So let's go ahead and introduce our players, starting with the Gamble Gods, pulling Cybern and Aeon once again. I think this is a very lucky, somehow pulling the same combination yet again. Of course, just flip this time around. We have Osmos playing as Cybern Blue, and we have his partner Hope playing as Orange, Aeon, and Air. And the land opening looks like actually just Air, and then it looks like similar strategy going to be selected for Osmos. Going to go double research station here. Meanwhile, their opponent's doing the same thing as well. It is a cone going as Aeon here, green color, double Air coming out for Alpha Hex. His partner, also Aeon, a double research station. Very nicely done. I think I like that for this map. Quite nice here to be able to hold the choke point and maybe make it into the late game. So it'll be very, very interesting to see what tech progression both Osmos and Alpha Hex selects here. So far, pretty much a mirror game here so far. Alpha Hex, however, is going to try to push out onto the opponent's side of Kai Labs. Of course, this is still a modded map. Normally, this is a 1v1 map, but here we're going to have these two teams duke it out on this map. And, you know, we did play this map in the 2021, gosh, it's so long ago, 2v2 Invitational. And games on this map tended to go a little long. We do have a land factory coming out from Alpha Hex. I wonder if it's a little too far forward. Let's see what his strategy will be here. There's going to have to, I think a point defense is going to have to come out here, and a shield generator. Let's see here. No, anti-air tower. Not bad, not bad. Coming out, and then maybe a shield afterwards. We're going to have engagement between these two. No, but radar. Why a radar, Alpha? I'm a little puzzled by these choices because the radar is not going to cover... Maybe this is a mistake. The radar is not going to cover much more than what Alpha Hex's ACU is going to cover. So I wonder if that's a mistake, getting the radar there. We do have production coming out. Point defense is going to prevent Osmos from pushing any further, and a double land factory transition for our Russian Cybern player, the only Cybern on the map. Thank you again, guys, so much for watching. We have 22 of you again here in between games. Of course, 5 minutes ahead of you. So I did want to thank really quickly Roxban gifting a whole bunch of subs to people, and of course donating to the prize pool. Thank you so much, man. I think Alpha Hex did it earlier as well. I saw Cyber and Air Scout also subscribing. Thank you so much, guys. It's really wonderful to see. I now have 7 subscriptions. I think that's the most I've had. So again, thank you so much. No, I am not casting all the matches, Iron. You can start. Let me message you really quickly. All right, we do have TML, by the way, guys. Not a bad choice as well, but of course, there's going to be plenty of research to get adapters. I'm not quite sure about this selection of strategy, but Alpha X is a much better player than I, of course, so I'm not going to question him too much, but I just, whenever there's a possibility for adapters, maybe this is a strategic choice to limit Osmos's ability to go into other research. But I don't think this is long game wise. I don't think this is a good choice because this takes so much research to go into, and adapters are a good choice regardless. So like if you have if you're going up against air, adapters are useful against that. And even if you don't have air, it's just a nice protection for your ground army. So we'll see what his follow-up will be. It looks like there may be a turtle coming up, so I'm not sure if this is meme strats or not, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. If it is a turtle, then it will be quite interesting because, of course, you can go loyalty gun eventually. How many research stations? It looks like 3rd research station is coming online for our Aeon player. Also, don't really like the spacing of these buildings. I feel like they are spaced well for if there's artillery going to come out, which is, of course, a possibility with the Cybern player, but I don't think we're anywhere near artillery zone. But maybe he is playing for the late game. Who knows? I don't know. Air is going to push out a little bit for Hope. I'm going to position nicely in front of the buildings here. And we do also have Cobras coming out. Of course, Cobras are not that great against Aeon shields. And we have a second mobile missile launcher, so we'll see how that plays out. Sorry, just trying to maintain an eye on chat and trying to make sure that everybody is playing their matches. We still have one match that's not reported, so I wonder why we are... Okay, so they're still playing. Looks like Roxban and Mirai are still playing. So that's probably a good match. I wish I had an eye on that. Third air factory from both teams. Actually, 4 from a cone and a shield generator coming out as well. So I think this is going to go to late game. And, if that's the case, then maybe... these adapters are not going to be as useful. But any air engagement essentially is going to be very tough to get through for our Aeon team here. So it'll be very interesting to see how they handle this adapter push, because I'm guessing there's electroshock available, but besides that, there isn't much else. There's not enough mobile missile launchers also to start really breaking these shields. So there are point defenses coming out. It looks like our Hexnuts team is very well aware of this. Yep. Electroshock coming out a little bit too late from a cone, just a little slow to respond to this push out, and it looks like we do have shields with flares already available, probably for both teams, but we'll see. And it feels like, despite having a 4th air factory, a cone is a little behind on air, but of course I might be mistaken. I don't know what this is. This is a scout. Okay, I think they're... Ooh, and I love this from Osmos. We're going to get a reclaimer or recycler, sorry, coming out line right after the scout is coming, by the way. So this is going to be very difficult to deal with. Let's see what Alpha Hex is going to come up with. Gosh, I'm worried. I don't know about the selection of a turtle strategy here from Alpha Hex. Of course, maybe he's trying to keep it a little entertaining here for us in game 2. But when you're on the line here, I feel like you got to select a better strategy. I almost feel like he should have gone for the same thing. Shadjas just didn't quite work out. I don't know what it is, but I think he might have just messed up a little bit, reclaiming this... mobile missile or stationary missile launcher. Alpha Hex, heal? Hello, you have an engineer right here. All right, what's going to be the response? Second reclaimer is going to start here soon. 4th air factory is available, but we are on 5 for a cone, so we should have more air, but of course, that's not going to be enough to deal with adapters. So adapters are going to prevent any kind of push here for our Hexnuts team. And I'm just trying to think what Alpha Hex can do here. Probably racing towards Loyalty Gun is the answer here. I don't really see what else could help, because these recyclers are just going to keep on coming. Of course, the second recycler is delayed quite a bit, and I don't know about that because I would have prioritized that probably over producing additional adapters. I think you're safe for the time being, and it's pretty clear what this team is going to have to do to basically prevent or counteract your strategy. So let's see here. Iron Commander, yeah, thank you for starting that. And yeah, we do have a couple of mass extractors actually going down to TML fire. Adapters were just not in position. That's what Hope was pointing out there to his partner. We do have triple mass extractor, and so far the ACU is doing a good job in healing these, but of course the more you have, the harder it will become. And of course, now you can reclaim 2 things. So slowly, this line is going to go down. We do have a loyalty gun coming online from a cone. What is going on in this game? How the heck did he get triple research station? He's massively ahead of Hope here. Very entertaining game, guys. I know there's not engagements happening. The scout is going to go down here. Very good scouting, by the way, from a cone. I really like it. I feel like this is advantage to our double Aeon team here. The loyalty gun is massively powerful. Of course, it's not underneath shields. That's the only thing I will say. You see, he's not really building it in a very great spot. We do have a shield generator, right, as I say that, going down for a cone, or sorry, for Alpha Hex. What an interesting strategy. And he still managed to get shields on his plane. Maybe he didn't get flares. Maybe that was a brilliant kind of juke and fake from our Finnish player. What a strategy selection, guys. I did not see a loyalty gun coming from a cone at all. That is very, very surprising. Hello, Aaron HL2. Thank you for chatting. Big Max. Yeah, let's go Big Max. Tough match up ahead. And so far, this Reclaimer combination has only done really one thing here. We do have something upgraded on these Loyalists, and I think that will be a push out with jump jets most likely. But we do have air here, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. Another reason why I just don't think this loyalty gun was built in a very good spot. We do have shock coming online, and we do have jump jets. Heck, oh, no. A Cone's air just was not positioned very well to counteract this, but of course we might have overcharge, honestly. A snipe attempt coming for Hope here. Gonna bomb Alpha Hex, and I think they're good. Yes, we do have Honker. What a match. What a match, ladies and gentlemen. We do have an air fight, but this looks like it is firmly in a Cone's hand, and I think this might go to game number 3, guys. This is wonderful. Wonderful shot selection. Of course, Osmos is going to control K here. There's no chances with both those recyclers going down. Hope is also going to GG out of this game. And I think we're going to go to game 3 on Thunder Pass. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't want to miss this game 3. Stick around. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, it is game number 3 between the Gamble Gods and Hexnuts. Is going to be on Thunder Pass, new modded map. Of course, we don't have a thumbnail in the top right, but I hope you guys can still find it useful as we move into the game. Let's go ahead and introduce our players. We have Alpha Hex starting with a Land Factory as our brown Aeon commander. His teammate, again, going for a double air opening. It is a cone. And you think they should have probably a little more experience on this map than their opponents, who are the Gamble Gods. They're playing random, of course, this time pulling UEF for Osmos and Aeon for Hope. I have another follow from Aaron. Thank you so much, guys. I also saw Ono Drago. Sorry, oh no, Drago, my bad, following. So thank you everybody for the follows and the subscriptions today. If you're watching this on YouTube, if you can give me a like and a subscription, that would be awesome too. We do have double land for Hope and a double air for Osmo. So we'll see how this works out. It looks like people are favoring air openings on this map, although it is a fairly small map, I think, in my opinion. So we will see how this goes. Both teams are doing a good job expanding so far. Of course, UEF should have a little bit of an advantage in air, especially after this Wiedebuff is going to go down here. And but of course they don't really have any ground firing capabilities. We do have Harvogs coming out with anti-air on them, so a couple of Wasps are going to go down. Actually, a nice engagement here from Team Hexnuts is going to take 2 Wasps, I believe, for 1 Wiedebuff, which is very, very nice. Very, very nice. Nice expansion, and Alpha Hex is going to continue pushing forward. We do have Harvogs also for Osmos. So this is pretty much a mirror opening. We will see what makes the difference, either UEF air or Aeon air. And we do have, earlier we had 30 people watching, so thank you so much. I hope you guys are finding this very exciting, because I sure am. This match is bonkers. We already have a a tiebreaker match going into round 3, which is going to be technically the quarterfinals of this tournament. So this is a not yet for the money, but very, very close to it, because of course, the more you win, the better positioned you are for any kind of opportunities down the line. Of course, we also have matches in the bottom bracket. Several people awaiting results. Looks like we already had, unfortunately, our first team eliminated. That's a little unfortunate, but I hope you guys still had fun. You know, there's such good players playing in this tournament that it's really, really hard to obviously make it far. So, but I hope you guys had fun. There is a little engagement happening here. Alpha X messing up a little bit on the micro. I think he could have taken this mass extractor out. He might still be able to do it. Very close. Yeah, it's going to go down. Maybe if he switched to that ACU healing, might have been better. Anti-air is going to take down another Gemini. Sorry, not Gemini. Wasp. My bad, guys. Double ACU already here. Osmos is going forward. Hope is going to protect also, repulling that mass extractor. I think this is going to shut down this push for the time being. But I would say that our double Aeon team has the positional advantage in this map. If they want to start throwing down point defenses, it might be useful. But of course, Harvogs are very, very agile, so it might be very difficult for them to really set up shop here right in the face of their opponents. And of course, without that bombing capability, I'm really fearing that there might be a good bombing for their opponents from a cone on these Harvogs to take them out. So this game and match are hanging on a thin razor wire here. I hope you guys are enjoying it as much as I do. We already have teams in the quarterfinals, by the way. We have Iron Commander and Furigon going to throw down against Fox Tremelin and Awasi, and that's going to be a very exciting match. I'm probably going to cast that one next, so you know, invite your friends to the stream. We're going to keep moving along. Hopefully there isn't going to be too much breaks. Hopefully Mr. Spiff can join me eventually as well. And another land factory going to come down here to protect an air factory coming down from a cone right up here. That is actually a very good strategy, I feel like. Especially if we have mobile missile launchers starting to make their way out. I wouldn't mind some mobile missile launchers here. I'm not sure why neither player is choosing to do so. I feel like you can't really counter too well. Although I will say, if Hope goes mobile missile launchers, it's a little worse than Alpha Hex. If Alpha Hex put a couple missile launchers, there's no bombing capabilities, so it's going to be very difficult to deal with that. And obviously, Aeon missile launchers are decent against Aeon shields, so we will see how that goes. Both teams, as you can see, doing a good job expanding. Almost every mass extractor is taken care of here. A nice engagement here on the right-hand side. Unfortunately, I think Alpha X is going to lose this one, opening the door to a possible Hope counterattack here on the left-hand flank. Sorry, I'm messing up with my buttons here and was a little jerky there, but nevertheless, oof, yeah, this might actually be a problem. No, we have air. We have air. That should be able to deal with it. I think a cone, you got to start bombing this. This isn't that much anti-air. A cone, wake up, a cone, a cone, a cone. Another follow. Thank you, Bapt past the whatever. I'm so sorry, but your name is so long, dude. Is that necessary? Oh, man. It looks like this... oh, yeah, they can't really engage here, can they? Because obviously there's still wasps. Yeah. My bad, guys. Yeah. A cone is totally right. There's still wasps on the field, so an engagement can't really happen. We do have shields coming out from Hope, so let's see if... Alpha Hex has noted that, and let's see what their tech selection will be. It looks like probably going to be tacking towards that teleport, most likely. So we will see. So far it's a mass extractor for a mass extractor. So not too much. Not too much has gone down. I might be thinking that this is an overreaction here from Alpha X pulling this many units forward. Yeah, because there's just going to be a counter push here. There's not even an ACU here. Oh boy, yeah, this is not going to go well. There's no shields on these Harvogs either. Not under the shield. Oh boy, this is not going great. Air is going to get pulled forward here. Anti-air is going to shoot on the Wasps, and yeah, not ends up not being too bad for Hexnuts, but of course, definitely have to keep an eye out on this. Oof, 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 oof. No, Alpha Hex. I don't know if this is nerves or I don't know how in practice these teams are, but this isn't even. I don't think this is even enough Harvogs here to deal with that. I think another Mass Extractor for sure is going to go down. There's shields on these Harvogs, Alpha. You can't really do much, I don't think. And let's see, what are we doing? We are building a bunch of research stations. So I just don't know what we can do here against the push. We do have Bada Booms coming out. It looks like Alpha is going to go through the top of the research tree, which is a little faster. Scout does fail there. Doesn't get a whole much of information, although I think he probably does see the Bada Boom. I don't know. I prefer shields here, especially when your opponent has shields. Another Mass Extractor does go down in the right-hand side of the map. We have a target coming down. I'm not sure what that is. I think Teleport is probably ready. Teleport is probably very close to finishing up. Yeah, this is. I was just gonna say, like, you can just engage this bomb coming in as the units are clumped, but nice save from Osmos and an engagement from. Sorry, that was Hope on the ground and Osmos in the air, but it looks like air is still very nicely done. Another bombing run here is needed, I think, but that's going to be good enough to push away our gamble gods here. And this poke is just keeps being annoying, guys. Very, very annoying from Hope. Very nicely done. Very nicely micro, but this is not Alpha Hex's mass. So that's okay, I think. Alpha Hex needs to maintain his production, especially now. Teleport is going to be available here, but a very poor selection of number of units here. Although it is a nice juke for the secondary army here. It's probably going to pick up this annoying blob here. This air is probably not going to get anything accomplished. There's no bombers here. So let's see what Hope is doing, because he should have teleport as well. Of course, the double ACUs are pretty far behind. And there is counter teleport available as well. Hope is going to engage into this army. There's multiple engagements here on the air and on the ground. Of course, air is, not over the anti-air, but it looks like Hope is going to win that one. A little bit of a missed micro opportunity here for the teleport. It looks like the army from Alpha Hex is just a little behind here. We do need a bombing run as soon as possible here. And I think if Alpha Hex just stops these planes. Oh, nice bombing run right as the units there were clumped. But Alpha Hex is underneath shields here. There's a lot of anti-air. Neither player can really teleport right now. There's the teleport, and that's why I was saying you should have held fire there. Do we have a honker available from a cone? Let's see if he can live here. A lot of units are going down, and I think a cone is going to live, ladies and gentlemen. A cone. Where is that? Ice Age. What is it? Beaver? No, not Beaver. Forget what he is. A squirrel, sorry. The name was eluding me. The squirrel lives, ladies and gentlemen. The squirrel lives. I don't know why I'm calling him the squirrel. They're probably going to make fun of me for that. But the forward base does end up going down here for a nice counter push, but we do have a lot of units now for Alpha Hex. And the mass is still alive and kicking. And I would say, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 land factories versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 land factories for the time being. Gosh, it's so unfortunate that the mass keeps dying here. I'm not sure what the research selection is for our Brown Aeon commander is. Another air blob is going to go down. This is not a good engagement from Osmos, but I mean, what can you really do at this point? There's anti-air on the ground and so much air. I would almost transition into land at this point. Thank you for another follow, Big Max. Thank you so much. There is a teleport here now for Alpha Hex, and I feel like, yeah, Hope is just going to GG. These players are not going to waste time. Hope GG's and a nice turnaround gives Alpha Hex and Akon a 2-1 win. What a match, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't go anywhere because this tournament is not going to slow down anytime soon. We are in quarterfinals. If anything, it's going to ramp up. So stay around and make sure you guys give a follow and invite your friends to watch the fun. We'll be right back. Don't